Hey, this is Jonas, I'm an indie game developer, and today I'm gonna play your indie games to hopefully give you some valuable feedback. I've been talking about my own game, Will You Snail, way too much lately. Play Will You Snail, it's out on Steam now, go play it, It's available on Steam and on consoles as well, by the way. You sent me almost 300 games, that's way more than I can play, so my girlfriend helped me to pick 10. Quality was not the deciding factor for what made it into the video, we're just picking things that we think makes for a fun video. So unfortunately there are a lot of really high quality games you sent me that I'm not gonna be able to cover just because you sent me too much stuff. Let's get into the business. I don't know what the transition was, but I'm sure TheShelfman will do something cool with it. Was that cool? Okay. This is Biba Boba Ladder, which seems to be a game jam game because we see the GMTK game jam in the background there. Just for the sake of giving feedback, I always have to assume that you're still working on the game and you're trying to turn this into like a full product for people to enjoy. Otherwise, giving feedback's kind of pointless. Alright, let's try it out. You control these two dudes here. So usually this is a two-player game, but you can also play this alone. Concept is very simple. You can understand very quickly what it's about. Yeah, you just... Hey! Didn't even touch the ground there. Come on. The art style is pretty great. And we're trying to get the ladder up here. Okay. And maybe some... Hey, come on! I didn't touch anything. Okay, the balloon apparently was the checkpoint. That's great. Because starting from scratch every time I slightly touch the ground would have been a bit annoying. We got the checkpoint. Now what? Maybe you can walk over these corners here? Now you cannot walk on corners. Left shift to zoom out. Okay, so this way we can see the level ahead. And you cannot walk diagonally. Is that true? Don't tell me any BS, I can go there. There's no other way. I don't think it's possible. I'm already stuck. I like that there's a little warning sign above their head when they get too close to falling. Oh no, here we go, okay. This is progress. Oh yikes, I really don't want to fall. Okay, that's actually pretty impressive. Very careful. Oh, don't fall. Yeah, I can see this being quite fun in multiplayer. Ooh, balloon. Yeah, give me balloon. Please. There we go. Yeah, we made it. Yeah, I think I played through the entire game already now. Thank you for playing. Press any button to restart. Okay, that's it already. Oh, cool. Let me think about my feedback real quick. I feel like what's absolutely great about this game is that it's a super simple and easy to understand concept. It's not only easy to understand when you play it, it's also easy to understand when you see somebody play it, which is a great advantage. I like the UI. Progress bar on the right, very cool. So in my opinion, you should definitely keep working on this. This is like a fantastic start to a puzzle game. There are a couple of obvious things missing, like sound effects and animations. I'm not going to talk about that because it's very obvious. And the main thing this game needs, in my opinion, is more content. And I even have like a suggestion for how you can keep the simplicity of the game. And I have a suggestion for a very simple mechanic that I feel like would add a ton. What if you're able to drop the ladder, and then if you find a different ladder, maybe with a different length, you can pick that up. So just the ability, that is my suggestion, the ability to drop ladders and to pick up ladders. I feel like that would add so many level design opportunities that it would take you a really long time to run out of levels you can possibly make with this. But that's just an idea. Maybe you have different ideas. Cool. Very nice game. I hope you keep working on it. Looks cool. Thanks for submitting. Okay, Unknown Escape, let's try it out, new game. This looks pretty polished and finished already. I'm curious to see what this is. And if there's any useful feedback I can possibly give on it, let's try it out. So apparently, we awake in a strange facility. Wait, am I being dragged around the floor? What's happening here? Unknown Escape. Yeah, I think something's dragging me. A bit portal-like, okay. Wait, the button prompt for inventory messages is missing. A little portal-like, cool. Would you kindly pick up the receiver? That feels like an insider joke.
Would you kindly?
Or not an insider, how do you call that? A reference to a different game. A message receiver left by an unknown person allows receiving remote messages. Okay, maybe we don't need to read this. Let's see how far we get without reading. Oh no, we don't get very far without reading because we need to enter a key code. The code to the security checkpoint is 0451. Cool. I got away without reading. I'm happy. I can grab the table. Why would I want to do that? Interesting. The lighting in this game looks relatively nice. I can see that there's some special lighting going on with the ceiling lamp. Wait, no, there's just a point light below the lamp. I can see that in the reflection on the ceiling. Ha! Oh, okay, weird looking ropes. I like the environmental storytelling a lot more than reading a bunch of text. Can I pick that up? Oh, and go into the locker. I hope that doesn't mean it's gonna be like a horror game kind of thing, because usually if you can go into the locker, that's not a good sign. Oh, now my head is stuck in like this, in the locker thingy. Oh no, I already broke it. Oh no. Oh, that was fast. Okay. Damn it! I guess my first feedback would be make it so you can't get stuck in the locker. I'm gonna restart the game now. Don't get anywhere close to the locker. The locker is dangerous. It's a very interesting facility and it's relatively immersive. The only thing that so far makes it a little less immersive is like it's missing a couple of details, like ventilation. How is this place ventilated? And like these small details make it feel like it's not really a real building but a video game level. That's pretty good. Other than that, it's pretty good. The lab's code changes every day. I don't have access to the database, so you'll have to find it yourself. Lab A, benches, lights, trees, grass beds. Benches, lights, trees, grass beds. Oh, do I have to count how many there are? The lounge. In the lounge. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. I mean, does this giant light in the back here count? I guess so. 5, 3 or 5, 2. Trees, we have 3. So 5, 3, 3, 2. Okay. The light on the wall didn't count actually. I mean, if you give a tip like that, I would say make it very, very obvious how many lights there are. Like this is too ambiguous, because this looks like a light to me. Got another key card. A key card granting you access to the containment floor. Now you have the security card. You can use the main elevator to access the containment. I'll contact you once you're there. Okay. So basically this game is a bunch of locked doors and you need to figure out how to get through the locked doors. I get it. Okay. Fair enough. That's like not the worst gameplay loop. What is this? Like, this looks like an interesting thing, but I can't interact with it. That's frustrating. I want to interact with the interesting thing. What is it? I at least want to be able to pick it up or something. Like, the fact that it's just lying there, I can't do anything with it. It's triggering me. Select floor containment. I feel I can go there now, right? Game secretly loading, different area. Or I assume that... Oh, no. There's still loading. Okay. I always love when there's like vegetation mixed with technical looking stuff. That always looks so cool. And like I really dig the environmental storytelling, that there's like a little area here where usually you would be greeted by somebody. I'm just from an immersion perspective, I'm not entirely sold that anybody will build a place that looks like this, like as mentioned, without any elevation and with like the same floor tiles everywhere and so. But I understand that if you make a game alone, you have to cut some corners somewhere. Electrical. See, that's what I mean. I feel like this place is all in all surprisingly believable, because it has all of these different sectors. Like it has an electrical sector with like cables going into the roof and like fuse boxes and stuff. That's pretty cool. But then it's lacking a couple of details to make it truly believable. I mean, I really okay, it addressed my biggest criticism, the ventilation shafts. There's like 2 ventilation shafts in like this entire area down here. Is that really enough? With any kind of people here, would get really quite smelly quite fast. I have to stop complaining about that. Maybe I'm just doing that because I don't have any valid criticism other than that. What is this room? Is this like the workshop or? Yeah, maintenance. This is like the workshop room, and they're like. There's a ventilation shaft. I do like the the ventilation shaft here. Does like maintenance or whatever this is really just have 4 light bulbs that don't even match like the lights that are like all over this facility. Like they should have had some neon lights in this shape here, not like these light bulbs, because these light bulbs, I haven't seen any light bulbs like this in this place. Can do put in some small teeny tiny extra effort to like to sell me on this fantasy of this being a real place. So I guess I'll have to take the elevator up again. Elevator. See you later, elevator. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are there 5 things I can go to, but there are only 4 buttons on the elevator? Another small detail I'm not too sure about. But yeah, we can see past that. Containment. Should we just check every floor and see if we can even go there? And we can go to the atrium. Let's try that. Now here we have a different kind of door or force field, which is a cool idea, just so to help me like navigate a bit more. And now here we have dried out leaves, autumn leaves, which from a storytelling, environmental storytelling perspective, I very much appreciate. But then especially here, there should have been some like leaves dropped to the ground, because if this is dried out or something, leaves should fall off. Alrighty. Ooh. Pretty. Pretty. Looks awesome. I can't wait to get out of here again. Me too. This atrium is great, but it's just not the same as the real park. Okay, so apparently these people are kind of locked in here or something. How long till your contract's up? 2 months, you? Actually not bound by any fixed term contract. I have to stay here until Butterfly Steamed is finished. Butterfly Steamed, okay, that seems to be like a code name for secret project. Yeah. Something chemical, because we see chemical symbols here. Nice, and we have a different floor for once. Like very nice normal maps, it seems. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, this looks great. Oh, this looks awesome. And see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like having these little thingies here where water is pumped out and in to like keep the fish alive. That's what I want to see. Yeah, that makes the place believable. That's really cool. Filtration control. Oh, I've heard about these. Oh, I'm on a timer as well. There need to be 3 triangles in each row or something, in each column and row or something like that was the rule. 3, 3, 3. Yay, we did it. Ooh, and now it turned on some of these things. That's awesome. That's really cool. I think I don't have to think about my feedback for this game for very long. I feel like everything's great. Like, just to make that clear, I really love this. It's a simple concept. You get to explore a mysterious facility. The story seems very interesting from what I've seen so far. Like, the places seem interesting. It's fun to explore. They're like different areas. You get to see different things. It's fun to look around and to explore. The story is fun to explore and look around. Really, the only little criticism I would have, and I want to be clear, for like a solo project, for like a small indie game, this is not a major criticism at all. It's kind of in that uncanny valley of a believable place, right? If you have like rooms that look very gamey or something, this wouldn't be criticism at all. But you clearly try to make a somewhat realistic looking place that feels believable. And so if you try to make a realistic looking place that feels believable, and then there are a couple of these really odd, unbelievable details that feels things quite off for me, like having 1 meter thick walls, having barely any ventilation, having chairs face the wall instead of the park, that sort of stuff kind of breaks my personal immersion a little bit. Maybe somebody else has a different opinion on that, which is completely fine. Please don't give me too much hate in the YouTube comments. This is a great game. Well done. Very enjoyable. Thanks for submitting. Okay, let's play Intergalactic Taxi by Rocky Donkey Games or something like that. They have a cool logo. Let's press... What do I need to press to start? Oh, press arrow key to the right to start. That's oddly specific. Seems like the game doesn't have any sound and only has like very ugly Unity text, which I guess is probably fine. So far this looks like a game jam game or something. The ice planet has 2 passengers that want to travel to the lava planet. Click the ice planet to pick them up, then click on the lava planet to drop them off. That's very cool how you have like an interactive tutorial that you can click through like that. That is extremely cool. Okay, let's pick them up. Ooh, taxi's moving quickly. I like it. Stella! The white blocks at the back of your ship are your fuel. Okay, so I have 3 fuel. The lines connecting planes show how much fuel the route will use. Make sure you plan your trip so that you have enough fuel to get everywhere where they want to go. No problem. Wait, no, I ran out of fuel. This costs 2 fuel, so it's better to fly this way. Okay, got it. Some planets will allow you to fully refuel when you visit them, but only once. Okay. Bring you here, and then I can bring you here. Stella! What if I have various green planets? Do they not care which planet I bring them to then? I wanna go to the yellow planet. Refill gas here. Out of this world! Yeah, I like it. It's a very simple concept. Feels a little bit like it could be inspired by like something like Mini Metro or how's the other one called? Mini Motorways. Like it has that simplicity to it, the simplicity vibe, which is great. A lot of people like these simplistic games. It's easy to understand. It's a good concept. It's fun to play. So gameplay, 10 out of 10. Well, yeah, I guess the most obvious route would be, oh no, now I can't make it back to this planet. Okay, let's try that again. But I think it was almost correct. Cool. I think it would probably be nice if the planets were even easier to identify. I have some... you know, you can, if you look closely, you can identify which planet is meant. But you have to look a little closely sometimes. One thing that could really help is, I guess, if planets had a bit more of a unique silhouette, and that silhouette was also shown on these icons. Silhouettes are very useful for identifying stuff. You know, doesn't have to be super realistic. Not every planet has to be completely round, I guess. Your taxi's fuel capacity has been increased to 5. Okay, now there we go. Now this will obviously make it more difficult. Aha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. I still ran out of fuel. Yeah, I made it. Okay, things getting more and more difficult here. But there are not any guests I have to pick up. So that's should make planning quite a bit easier. This planet here has to be the last one I go to because I cannot return from that. Yeah, not too difficult, I guess. There we go. Okay, I'll skip ahead, level 11, see what the last level is. Oh, here's a new mechanic. Click on a portal to enter it and you'll exit through the other portal of the same color. Wormholes or something, I see. Okay, things getting quite complicated here. You can get gas on every planet. And this is getting to the point where I'm getting a bit of information overload, but not necessarily because there's too much information on the screen, but I think it's more, once again, how these planets are portrayed in these little speech bubbles. It's a little tricky for me to see what needs to go where exactly. You can probably clarify that a bit more by improving colors and silhouettes of these. But where do we go? I guess we go to this planet, to the green planety thing. Then we don't have enough gas to get to that one. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, but the puzzles are cool. They're getting more difficult. They're challenging. I like it. Ooh, and now we get a new mechanic. I love that I can just skip ahead and just check out all of the content. That's honestly great. The mechanical planet only accepts passengers when its lights are green. The lights will change each time you leave the planet. Okay, so you have to visit it twice to be able to drop off passengers. That's like, I feel like this game idea has so much potential. Just the simple concept of planning your route and picking up and dropping off passengers, that alone is already so cool. I feel like the most important thing you honestly need to do is fixing the visuals a bit. Because in terms of gameplay, it's great. I can tell you have tons of great ideas. You're not anywhere close to running out of ideas probably. I feel like if you want to sell this game and make sure a lot of people download it or buy it or whatever, you really gotta fix up the visuals and in particular the UI design. Let me see if I can show you in Photoshop just a little bit what I mean. This is probably my favorite thing in these videos, just playing around in Photoshop. Who doesn't love it? Boop, doop, 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 boop, boop. And the ugly UI is gone. And there are a bunch of other things I honestly want to remove as well. Doop, 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 doop. I spent a bit more time than I should have, probably. Long story short, this is what I came up with. So all in all, I just tried to make the important things bigger, like give important UI stuff some outlines so you can always see them. Here I made sure the gas station feels a little more attached to the planet, which I think makes it easier to read. There are obviously some more improvements you could probably do to this, but this I feel already helps. And of course I made the planet icons like a lot bigger. Here you can see they were pretty tiny before. There's absolutely no reason for that. I just made them bigger. And then for these connection lines here, I made sure they feel a little more continuous to hopefully make it a little easier to read when seeing the full picture, what's connected, what's not. Because this, with all of the lines, looks a little messy in my opinion. So now you can see a little more what's connected, how it's connected. I even added a slight subtle level counter in the corner here. For that was just basic Unity text, which it ruins the look of games so much. I assume this is like a game jam game, and obviously my own game jam games don't look any better. And I'm just trying to tell you, if you want to turn this into like a full commercial product, maybe this is sort of, those are a couple of things to think about. I'm not a professional artist or anything. I'm sure you can probably do even better. Just try to reduce the clutter a bit, make it easy to read, make it nice to look at. Concept's great, simple, nice, fun, cool fantasy. I like it. Anyway, let's move on. Cuniculum, let's check it out. This looked interesting. This is Miguel. He's a construction drill. Okay. He likes silver screws. Okay, and he hopes nobody steals his silver screws, so somebody's gonna steal his silver screws now. Okay, I see. So we need to get the silver screws back. Ooh. Yeah, they dropped some screws. What always triggers me in pixel art games is when the pixels have different resolutions, right? When the pixels are not equally sized. Not too sure about the font. Looks a little weird. Not sure if it fits the art style. Yeah, this is what I mean with the pixel size, right? In the background we have like these really big pixels, and in the foreground we have these really small pixels. I prefer everything having the same pixel size. Ah, yeah, right. You can't jump in this game apparently. Oh. Haven't we seen that mechanic in like a Jonas bonus? No, wait, in a... How's my own game jam called? I feel like we've seen this in a WoWie jam before. By the way, a new WoWie jam probably coming up. So roughly this mechanic I think we've seen in a WoWie jam. But what I do like about this is it feels quite nice. It actually feels like drilling in terms of speed and so on. And I think it's a very cool mechanic, so I do not mind multiple games doing this at all. What I don't understand is how me bouncing up and down there is gonna give me so much speed. Because I'm not digging deeper, I'm just magically getting faster by doing it again. Ah! I forgot that I can't jump. Damn it. Would be cool to obviously see where you duck already. That would fit the theme if you would leave kind of a little trace. Also, I'm completely ignoring the text in the background there. I feel like the little shadow thingy you put there that shows how you're supposed to move, that's already more than enough for me to understand what I'm supposed to do. I think we can just remove that text. I don't think it's necessary really. I also like the little arrow thingies to show the player where you're supposed to go. So like from a tutorial perspective and teaching me how to play, this is pretty cool. Yeah, UI looks nice. I just don't like the font too much. I feel like, yeah, the font on the buttons is cool, but this font right here is, yeah, you can do better. In terms of art, I appreciate those little details, like having some wooden bars here to hold up the terrain. I like that the diggable terrain is clearly distinguishable from like these metal blocks that you can't dig through, and you have a nice green background. I feel like that's pretty cool. That being said, the background feels a bit busy and it's a little hard to see, I guess. You could kind of try to create a little more contrast between foreground and background, maybe just by reducing the saturation of the background a bit or something. Another thing that would be cool is if I could see on the character if I'm currently pressing the drill, even if I'm not touching terrain at the moment. You can see if I'm digging through terrain, the drill has like a spinning animation. I would also like to have that spinning animation when I'm pressing the drill button mid-air. I feel like that would make sense. I like the character. The character feels quite unique and memorable. Yeah, but considering that drilling is the main mechanic in your game... Oh, you can look up and down, I see. Considering that drilling is the main mechanic, you could like polish that mechanic a bit more in terms of how it looks and feels. Some visual polish for the movement would be great as well, as mentioned, like a digging track in the ground or something. Or I guess something I find interesting about the digging mechanic as well is why does digging not destroy terrain? There should at least be some terrain that can be destroyed by digging, right? That would fit like the theme really well. The earth is my trampoline. There we go. Cool. The fact that you can cancel your upward momentum by pressing the dig button right before leaving the ground, that feels super weird. I would kind of put in a hack to get rid of that. Because then if you have a lot of momentum here and then just press the button and your momentum gets completely cancelled, it feels a little unsatisfying. Okay. But I don't think I'm gonna... I've repeated myself enough now, I guess. I don't think I'll have too much more to say about this. Okay, very cool. Yeah, let's move on. Great game, thanks for the submission. Okay, swing it! Let's give it a go. Play. Ooh, nice level selection. Wait, I can still hear the music. I turned the music off. What? But you can't turn the music entirely off. That's will be my first point of criticism. Secondly, like the fonts seem a bit mix-max yikesy here and there. Like the background is so beautiful and then the use of fonts seems a bit weird at times, if you know what I mean. Like this almost touches the side of the screen here. Characters overlapping each other, weird spacing, like the typography. I don't know, it doesn't really check out for me. Other than that, looks cool. Play. Okay, let's play this at first. Oh, there are even multiple levels in each area. Okay, that's so cool. No tutorial, nothing, you're just thrown into it. Okay. Oh, it's a one-button game. All you can do is grapple to the nearest thing. Or release it. What? Why does it not grapple to the other thing? Oh! Oh, it's not a one-button game. You it grapples to the thing you click on. I see. Okay, you can see here. I wish those dots were a little more visible, and I also wish my mouse was a little more visible because the background looks great, but it's very hard for me to see both where my mouse is as well as where these grapple points are. Cool. Very simple, but effective. I like that the ball has a bit of a trail. Not sure why it has 3 colors, but I guess why not. Now what I'm curious about is how do you manage to keep the level design interesting for this? Definitely seems like one of those things that's easy to learn and difficult to master, so that's great. But how do you keep it interesting for a while? Breaking those boxes is quite rewarding. Ooh, new background, pretty background. Yet another background. Somehow it really feels like something's oddly costing me momentum sometimes. Like it's very easy to lose your momentum. Maybe you should make it a little easier to keep your momentum. See there? How easily the momentum is gone. Okay, that is a lot of momentum, but I have no clue how I did that. Like the only way to get lots of momentum is to pull yourself to a grapple hook that is like really far away. That way you can get a lot of momentum. Oh yeah. But that doesn't feel quite right. I wouldn't be... I don't want to get so much momentum from grappling hooks that are so far away. I just want to be able to get a bit more momentum from just using the grappling hooks I'm close to. Also seems like the grappling hooks are pulling you towards a very specific distance. That's interesting. Now I moved the image here. Ooh, the backgrounds are so pretty in this game. But like every... You know, the reason I'm not trying to break all of these boxes because I'm already kind of bored of this mechanic. I'm kind of hoping to see something new there soon. Obviously more sound effects like for the main mechanics for grappling would be nice. Whenever I grapple to something, or like a spring sound when you... are pulled closer or something.
More juicy sound effects.
To me, like, this almost starts feeling a bit like, how do I say this politely, an asset flip. Somebody just made like a cool game or like a very simple game and put cool backgrounds from the internet in the background, which, you know, this, if anything, this is like a good proof that it's not a bad strategy. Having nice looking backgrounds really makes the game pop, and it looked so great in the email that I tried it out. The gameplay, yeah, it needs more variety. It needs more things you can do, and it needs a little more fine-tuning for like the ball movement, I feel like. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any more in this game, so I'm gonna stop playing here. As mentioned, I really do like the background. I feel like the gameplay needs a bit more work, a bit more polishing and more variety. That's it. Thanks for your submission. Cool game. Okay, now we're playing Please Fix the Road, which is coming to Steam this year. Add it to your wish list. Let's give it a go. Oh! Okay, tutorial. Cliggy. I don't understand what's happening. It's a bit too hand-holdy. So much so that I don't understand what the buttons even do. See, the tutorial just made me click some buttons, but I still don't understand what to do now. Like, what is the goal? How do I switch to a different tool down here? I couldn't remember all of the hotkeys. There were just too many. I just much prefer the buttons down here to be clickable, and then when you click them, show me like a hotkey that I can use. Okay, no, I have actually absolutely no clue what to do or how this works after playing the tutorials. I'm just gonna restart the game and try again. Okay, I restarted the game, but the tutorial didn't restart, it just started here again. But it's fine, I think I've finally figured out how it works. Basically, if you look in the bottom left corner here, all of these things basically just happen in order, right? So first of all, I need to delete something. For example, this. And then the next thing happens, I can delete 3. Oh, and everything just needs to reach its goal. So the boat needs to reach a goal and so on. I don't really need to delete anything else, do I? Or is this bridge too small? Now I get another one. Okay, now I get to duplicate 4 things, or what? 1 duplication. 2 duplications. Okay, I think I know what to do now. But quite rough for a first level. Huh, how do I fix the height? Oh, this is very rough for a first level. I have 1 more duplication. I don't know, let's duplicate the water so the ship can go there. Didn't manage to fix the height though. I need to try a little harder. I definitely need to keep the downwards ramp. Put a bridge here and a bridge here. Copy the road. Copy the ramp. Copy the ramp again. Copy the water. Okay. Lovely. Okay, that was a pretty cool transition to the next level. Wow, what the hell was that? Okay, very cool. I like the idea with having certain tools in a certain order. I bet that allows you to do quite a ton of varied and interesting level design. I think the polish and the visual art style are 10 out of 10. Like, this looks absolutely fantastic. Very nice post-processing effects. Looks really colorful and juicy. I love it. The only small thing I would criticize so far is the tutorial, because I'm sorry, but the tutorial didn't help me at all. I feel like I would have been better off without the tutorial almost. So in this level, I just have 4 rotation tasks. Can rotate 4 times. Okay, that's interesting. What next? What now? It feels so satisfying how all of the tiles move. It's really, really well polished. Let's see if I can do anything here. Nah, not really. I feel like it almost makes more sense to start the game with a level like this where you only have one tool for the entire level, and then you know you can introduce new tools in every level. I feel like that's a more fun way to go about it anyway, where in every level you see a new tool or two for the first couple of levels. Yeah, so tutorial and difficulty curve are my main complaints. I can't solve it. Okay, what happens if I start the puzzle backwards? Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe that was a good strategy. Cool. Holy crap, dude. What? Wow, those seamless transitions. What the hell? So good, man. Holy moly. So these vehicles all want to go up to the parking lot. What does the hand do? Okay, this allows me to grab a tile and move it around. But which tile would I possibly want to move? I can delete 3 tiles here. Maybe I need to move something like this out of the way. Get rid of that. I can delete another one? Why? Why would I want to do that? Okay, I got it. Yeah, okay. I need to save like one curve for later. This curve goes here and this curve goes here. Ha! Oh man, this is so satisfying. I can't wait to see the next level transition. Holy hell, this is so good. Oh my god, did you see that? What the hell, I'm so mind blown. Wow, wild colors as well. Holy hell. Oh, and this time I make a path for an animal. Wow, it's so creative. I love it. I love it. I love everything about this except for the tutorial and the fact that the first level was kind of surprisingly difficult. Yeah, this is more like one of the first levels. I only have like 3 things I need to do. What? I get to move an entire row? Wow. There are so many options for variety and for various possibilities. This is so cool. I got it. I think this doesn't matter where I place this. Oh, it does matter. Gotta place this here. And then move this here. Haha! Give me the next transition. Oh my god. Wow. So much interesting stuff. I feel like the game should start out easier. Other than that, I love the simplicity. Okay, this is getting too difficult now. I can't figure this out, but it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, there's really not much more to say about this game. It's just really, really good stuff. I don't have any complaints. I'm probably gonna keep playing this when it's out. Wishlisted. Very cool. Great stuff. I'm impressed. Thank you very much for sending me so many games. I have more than enough games to make another video like this very soon. I hope you enjoyed. Play Will You Snail, and I'll see you next time. Play Will You Snail. Bye. Play Will You Snail.